Hey guys, what is going on? This is Zip of RageQuitTV, gonna be casting a game between Aria, who spawns as the blue Zerg, and Bear, spawning as the red Protoss. You may be asking yourself, why am I casting this game? None of these players, I haven't heard of these players. Well, if you haven't heard of Aria, you must have been living under a rock like 3 or 4 months ago, because it was one of the most popular casts, his game versus Huck, where people actually thought Aria was J-Dong. I know not like everyone thought that, but that was some of the speculation. It was actually plausible with how good Aria played and how much like Brood War his games actually looked. So he is the blue Zerg, and actually Day 9 also did a daily on him, and that daily just made him look even better, showed off all of the things he does. And this is the game where I start looking at players' hotkeys, as Day 9 mentioned how Zergs do their injecting hotkeys, and learned quite a bit. Aria, he will put each hatch on one hotkey, and that is so when he cycles through buildings, he can see the little inject bar as long as the hatchery isn't upgrading to a layer hive, or getting a queen, or researching anything. Basically, as long as the hatchery is idle, you can see a inject bar, and that's why Aria plays that way, among with many Korean Zerg players. I know that a lot of the foreign Zergs like doing like the backspace inject method, which they rebind backspace to another key, and that just means if you push backspace, it cycles between bases. I'm going between 2 players' bases because I'm an observer and I can see both. But if I was playing Zerg and I had a base over here and a base over here, whenever I hit backspace, it would be like this and just go between those 2 bases, or the 3 bases, whatever. You get my drift. I won't be talking about that anymore. We do have a pool and gas going up for Aria, and the Protoss player is going for a gateway right now. And after this game, I will open up the thing so you can look at his APM, and we'll see when this game was played, just because this is not a Forge Phase Expand, and that is very odd. Again, both these players are Grandmaster, and well, it's not too odd. I mean, a lot of players on the ladder will not Forge Phase Expand, but almost every Protoss you see nowadays tries to go Forge Phase Expand, or they die Giant, aka set by Naniwa. White Raw also does it, and basically any other Protoss I've really seen in PvZ really loves going for that Forge Phase Expand, but it makes it so you can't put any pressure on until around the 8-8:30 minute mark, and Zergs like to take a lot of bases. However, on Shattered Temple, it's really hard for a Zerg player to try to take anything beyond his 2 bases without overextending in some way, just because, well, he can't take this base quick because of rocks, can't take the base up here quick because of rocks, so he has to take one of these bases. And this makes him very extended and vulnerable to like a 7-gate pressure build after the Forge Phase Expand. So, Shattered Temple may be one of those maps where you want to go Forge Phase Expand. It may be a little bit hard to wall this whole area off. It's not the safest of maps to go for the Forge Phase Expand, and Aria is actually getting a Ling up inside the base, is going to see both these gases. You can see him clicking on that temporarily, just to see how much gas is in. He didn't see any probes, so now he knows, okay, you got 2 gases, and now you just started mining, so he knows exactly how much gas has been, the exact timing on this second geyser. And we do have the Warp Gate research started, and a sentry is coming out, and not too much going on. We do have 2 more gateways. It looks like this will be a 3-gate expand, a very normal build. It's just like a month out of date. If I had to guess, this game was played in early December, but the replay pack was released about 5 days ago, so I'm pretty sure this is a recent game, but we will be double checking after this. We do have Bear moving out with his 1 Stalker. The Stalker will not reign supreme anymore because speed is already done. And that's right, because Aria did not go for a hatch immediately after pull. He went for a relatively quick gas, mined just below 200 gas. It decided to move out. I wish he went 1 more trip. There he goes. Now he's up at 100 gas. We'll see his layer timing when he ends up getting that. These Lings just going to be putting on a little bit of pressure. Keep in mind the Warp Gate research now is just finishing. These Lings are going to get the sentry. Doesn't have any energy. That was good with just a second hit. 1 sentry does go down because of that. And the other sentry may be going down. Forcefield stopping, I guess, these few Lings going up. This sentry is going to live with 4 HP. 1 more hit from a Ling would have taken that out. Very close call for Bear. And now he's going to be whipping in a few more units, securing his natural expand. He will have a lot of sentries. Aria just going to be looking around with 2 Lings and has 2 more Lings on the way. So going to be poking around with 6 Lings total on the map. Going to the drone count, it is 29 drones to 28 probes. And we have a forge and a gateway now. Those Lings going to come in, pick off the probe, and just get out. He knows he can't do any damage, so he is not going to be losing any Lings, because if he loses those Lings, he has to build some more. These are going to be for scouting. You do see Aria now splitting his Overlords, just trying to find safe spots to put them on the high ground over here. I don't know exactly where this one's going. Probably in the mirror position. Has this, of course, the scouting Overlords at both sides, and this one Overlord going to be chilling out right here. So if we go to Aria's vision, he has a good chunk of vision around the map. If the first player tried to do a warp prism or any type of airplay, there's a good chance that the Overlords would see it. And I'm sure as the game does progress, Aria will be spreading his Overlords even more. And this one probe going to go just on the edge of the Zelnaga tower to get there. But as you see, this one Overlord does see it, so Aria could take out this probe and assassinate, but it looks like he is just poking in, looks there, and he does know a probe is out, but this is just going to be a scouting probe for Bear just to see what is going on and how hard have you been droning, and are you going into a lair just yet? The probe does not get into the main. He would have seen the lair morphing, and a +1 missile attack started, so Aria is going to be favoring the roaches this game. He has the speedlings, probably just to give him map control in the early game, and then will be switching overall into roaches, just poking up and back, just ensuring the composition is what he thinks. And he sees a lot of zealots and the sentries. So roaches would be fairly good. Of course, you want to go link against sentry zealot. That is just asking to lose the game. And again, the overlords just split around the map. This one already could have paid for itself if he just moved his Lings and took out the probe before it got there and saw really anything. I mean, the probe does get here, sees nothing at this one place, so I guess Bear could be assuming that Aria is not having any type of army, so he knows no all-in is coming. The Hallucinate Phoenix is going to be going out to give Bear more scouting information, and he will be seeing that Aria has studded his Spire. And +1 missile attack, he will also be able to see that if he checks out a Queen. We do have Overlord speed started and roach speed, and this one Overseer coming in, just getting whatever scout he can, and he hadn't seen this army because the cannon, I think he was just going in to look for like a robo bay or robo facility. Sees the Twilight Council though, so he did get good scouting information. Now that the one Phoenix is going to be seeing the roaches take care of these structural rocks, so now Bear knows that Aria wants to take his third base, and he knows it's going to be the gold base, so he is going to be moving out right now with a bunch of sentries, a few zealots, and this one stalker. Little does he know there are going to be a lot of roach popping out as soon as he comes out across, but Aria right now is just building a lot of drones. Oh my god, that is a lot, but he does have more than enough roaches to hold this off. I don't know what Bear is thinking. Just goes to watch out. Now he is going to be pulling back. Aria has to taken out these rocks as well and is going for his third base. And it looks like Bear just going to be pulling back. Going to the work account is 53 probes to 54 drones. Bear is going to be getting that blink, getting an observer right now. And Aria is looking like he is starting to take control of the game. Just deciding what Bear does. You can see Aria now spreading out that creep. Going to these Queen's energy. You can see them very low on energy. And, well, it's only 1140 in the game, so I guess they're not that low. He has missed an inject, which I'm ashamed because of how much I hyped Aria up. And you can see this one Queen not injecting at all. And there we go, another has started at the gold base again. The Phoenix does see both of those. We do have an Overlord coming in, just getting more scouting, does see the Robo facility. And also sees Blink researching plus another Forge, so he knows double Forges are out, so that means that Protoss player is probably favoring some type of gateway composition. Doesn't see any Robo Bay, so he knows that Colossus probably not coming out. That will be either a Warp Prism or an Immortal. We do have this one Overlord just up here, spewing this creep, stopping the next one going. This Overlord will go down, but the creep is going to remain for another 10-15 seconds, which will prevent the Nexus from getting started, which is very nice. Observer adjusting on that watchtower so you can see when Aria has control of it or not, but it doesn't really matter. As you do see, the creep is going across the map. And Bear is moving in a lot more Blink Stalkers. We do have a kill cam. He hasn't rebuilt them since the beginning of the game, and that is a very normal. His 2-2 has started. Aria now just finishing his +2, has +1 flying attack on the way. But I don't see any Feudalists. He may be going to a Roach Lane, which is definitely a very odd composition for this part in the game. Even though he got that Spire, he's not really just saying, you know what, let's build a lot of Feudals. And the Warp Prism is going to be coming in here. It does have 3 Zealots and a Sentry, but that does get denied by Aria. And now more forces going down, so the Roaches just leave. And 1 Sentry does go down so far, and the Roaches are going to try to pick off whatever they can. I think all these Sentries will be going down to the Sentries. Getting charges, 1 left. There we go, all the Sentries done. Now it's just Blink Stalkers versus these Roaches. And the Stalkers, I don't think they're going to win this fight. They don't have the upgrade advantage until they do. They have +1 armor. When the Roaches just have +2 attack, there is an Immortal here. And Aria going to be whooping in a few more units. This is where he's going to turn and start attacking. Has the cannon, has the Immortal, and a lot of Stalkers. Aria not going to be able to take this out, but he is going to be retreating. But the blink comes off from the Stalkers. That Overseer is going to be not going down. Just gets out there with 28 HP left. We still don't have this Nexus started yet for Bear. He cleared that off about 2 or 3 minutes ago. And that may have just been a fake out for Bear. I don't know why he hasn't started this. He took out that Overlord and decided not to do anything with it. The Warp Prism is here with just a Sentry, so it leads me to believe that a drop went down and these units have kills. I'm assuming during that one chasing there was a drop in. Aria went back and stopped it. We do have Roachling now moving across, going to try to take out these destructible rocks, but there is a pylon here for Bear, so that's not going to happen. But just look at Aria's vision. He has complete vision across like this whole diagonal spot of the map. As soon as this Warp Prism goes down, another Warp Prism will not be able to take into his base. He does have just Roachling, gonna see that army and back off, which is definitely a scary army to go up against, especially when it's total behind buildings. Aria has a lot of Blings and also Roaches, but those units don't do well when units are behind structures. We do have the 3rd Nexus started for Bear. And Aria is at 184 supply, while Bear is at 128. Another pylon is going down, so he doesn't supply cap himself to become like goody. And the 1 Warp Prism just sitting there still. Has the 1 Sentry. That Sentry has probably over 100 energy. So if he lands it, he can morph it in and force field a ramp and take out a base possibly. But you can see Aria just has units sitting here just so that Warp Prism can't do anything. At every base, he just has a few units just watching the Warp Prism so that doesn't do any of those shenanigans. And we go over to his main. He doesn't have anything as main, but he's getting a Spine Crawler and a Spore Crawler. This Warp Prism still just being as annoying as possible. It looks like our Protoss player is starting to move across the map, but Aria is ready in position for that. These Lings are going to be coming to have plenty of sentries from force field, so Aria doesn't want to engage this head up. He is waiting to get, let's see, does he have a hive? Yes, he does. Where is his spire? Has that gone to a greater spire? Not yet. But I'm sure that will be very shortly, and you can see the Warp Prism dropping a unit and immediately picking that back up because Aria is already right there. He has complete map hacks on with all the vision across the map. Again, just look at this.
Mutation.
You can see everything but the Protoss player's base, and that is actually really good. Plus, the pistol has started. Now the King's coming on in. Trying to get up close. He is going to try to turn this and but maybe not. Just going to go for whatever he can. Now he is pulling back. You have this 1 Warp Prism not whooping anything in just yet. It is in phase mode. So he wants to do something. He just hasn't done it yet. And, Aria, has he got the greatest spire? Yes, he has started that. That is about halfway done. As he does have 13 Corruptors. That has 10 more seconds. The greatest spire has another 30 seconds. He is getting a Hydraless Dem as well, which is definitely odd to go Hydras with your Broodlords, just because Colossus take care of them so well. I like seeing Infestors with the Broodlords, but maybe he's just getting the Hydra Den in case for some reason he wants to get Hydras. You can see Aria, he is just stockpiling minerals and gas. He isn't supply cap, but as soon as he starts morphing in those Broodlords, he will be. And there we go, 199 supply as he does start morphing in 10 Broodlords. I'm really curious why he's getting this missile attack, though. I guess because he has so many Roaches. But normally you see Zerg players start going to that melee upgrade just because it helps so much with those Broodlords, as the Broodlings do benefit with the melee attack upgrade. Looks like a Protoss player has Blink, Stalker, Immortals, and will be having High Templars very soon, as I did see a Templar Archive go down. And the Robo facility finally started. We do have a few Zealots now just to be taking out this one base. Lots of Stalkers blink underneath this one Broodlord. That Broodlord does go down. Here we go, the Roaches do get up close to the first one, do everything there. But the Stalkers still have a very nice concave on this side. We don't have any effect in this gotta keep in mind, that is 10 Broodlords and only 16 Stalkers with these Ogres, because the Stalkers will not win that fight. Stalker's not really worried about the morphs, because once these Stalkers, Roach is not worried about the morphs, because once the Stalkers cleaned up, then the Broodlords will deal with the morphs very well. We have these Zealots now cleaning up that one base of Aria. And another Broodlord is being morphed in. We do have just Bear turtling up as much as he can. These rocks don't even damage, but he does have 3 gateways behind that with a cannon. So he's trying to take out his Broodlords. 1 does go down. Link is now running in. 2 will go down. The Stalkers are definitely on a suicide mission. After they kill the third, they decide, okay, let's get back out. But those Lings are running in. A Protoss player is only at 1 supply, while Aria is at 163. Urkon's over the game, and it doesn't look good for a Protoss player one bit. Aria doing such a good job with the macro. He had stopped doing drones at 70. I always find it funny how they always stop at those even numbers. That one warp gate is going to be falling Aria. What does he have? Now he's getting infestors out. And this one Primer will be going down to the Broodlord move ahead. Aria staying very low on his minerals and gas. Really fair. With 172 supply, 170, keep in mind, about 15 of that supply is in workers. Actually, it's 14 supply. This one gold base is up, but it hasn't been mining. It's been up for quite a while. It's got 6 energy on it. And now the Colossus with these Urkons going to be engaging these. The Stalkers on the high ground, but the Professors do get some funk bursts on them. A lot of Broodlords are looking in, but it looks like Bear may just barely hold on. Aria, 123 supply. Bear at 103, so this game is nowhere near over. Bear coming back in, but now small Roaches, but a lot of units are going down. The Stalkers now falling ever so slowly to the Stalkers. So I think I'd say Stalkers falling to Stalkers, Corruptors falling to Stalkers. We do have a lot of Zealots now working in over here. This one base will be taken out most likely. If he knows about it, no, he does know about it. He may just be going in for this one hatch yet again. Overlord is going to see the gold base, doesn't see anything mining at it. He knows the probes, he knows the gold base has been up a while since it has 100 energy, and now is just getting probes on it. And those Zealots are going to be moving in, but Aria is already on his way. Those Zealots deal about 100 damage. When they deal 11 damage per shot, 10 hits, means like 2 volleys each Zealot on that hatch. Aria has some quick reaction timing. But Bear, I mean, he's held on for so long. When I thought he was out of this game, he is very cost efficient with the dummy. Going over this lost hatch, you see him losing on only 3,000 less. Almost exactly 3,000 less, which is a little bit odd. I thought he was being a little bit more cost effective. These Lings are sitting underneath the Woofman. The Woofman's going to let loose a lot of Zealots. These Lings are going to go down to 1-2 upgrades for those Lings. 3-3-1 for the Protoss. So maybe that's what's in the game. All these upgrades are helping so much. Now all this fleet is going down to Aria. The Zealots do cancel the one hatch up there. And now we do have Aria wanting to engage. He has so many Broodlords, 10 Broodlords. We don't have a mothership out for Bear. If he had a mothership for Vortex, that could help him so much. I don't even see a Stargate on the field, let alone the fleet beacon. And those Zealots are going to be cleaned up. Aria is dealing with this one Warp Prism so well, despite him never actually going to kill it. It's kind of just been one of those things he has learned to live with. It's there, going to annoy him to no end. He's like, you know what, it's not really worth it. I'm not going to just go and clean that up. Oh well, I'll live. The battle is started. We do have Roaches, and Broodlords with Stalkers, Zealots, and a few Urkons. And the Stalkers do blink. We can see all of them getting full growth, and that HP is just dropping so quick on them. They are pretty much all out of shields now. Another full growth is going off. As you see, they cannot blink. They're getting changed foam gold, and now those Urkons are going to be falling, but those Colossus also may fall. They're slower than everything. Foam growth does go down on them. Every single Colossus does fall. A Protoss player not looking good at all. 108 supply to 193. Aria finding somehow to stay max during all this fight. You can see his minerals only at 150. His gas are at 1200. And that is something very odd. As late game goes, Destiny would be saying that Zerg always needs gas and they don't need minerals late game. But Aria, for some reason, doesn't need gas but needs minerals. Zerg are definitely very gas heavy generally. But you can see Aria just using Roaches as a backbone. He does have 3-2 upgrades on those Roaches, despite him not having many upgrades on his Malay. And now this Broodlords are going to be going in Take up the net. The feedback going off on those infestors. They cannot do a thing, but there's still the roaches. Stalker's trying to focus by the Broodless. The roaches just to clean them up. This is gonna be GG, guys. There's nothing a Protoss player can do to defend this. The Broodless gonna be coming in. That Nexus is gonna be falling Aria. Just sitting down here, waiting for Bear to move out. Bear can't move out one bit. Instead, he is whooping in a lot of Zealot's gonna go and try to clean up base. And we can see Aria still has roaches here. He's like, no man, I know that whoop was there. You're not gonna do damage to me, and now he is microing these roaches against these Zealots. And doing an okay job. Now roach is gonna be falling. Same time, Aria thinking about engaging. He is still okay. He's not like this. I think it's like those and moving to some of the same exact time. We can see he kind of gave up the roaches. He is just moving more over there just to go in for the kill. And this is part of the game where, yeah, the Protoss players can't do a thing. Infestors gonna let loose those Infestors, and there goes the GG by Bear. Hopefully you enjoyed this game. If you want to see more of Aria, let me know. I have 2 more games of him, and as promised, we will be going into the SC2 gears and just looking at this game. So let me double check. Are we here? Yes, we are. Hopefully you can see this. Hopefully it is clear. And let's see. Let's go into the charts and main building control. Let's look at his injects. You can see all his blue is injects on his hatch. He has average spawning ratio. Why is that gap NA? That must be a bug in this. It's looking like he has pretty good injects. This one hatch kind of does suffer. I think maybe a queen does go down. I wish it showed when there was a queen nearby a hatch, but that would be probably too hard to code. Let's go into the game info and just look at his EAPM. So his regular APM is 371. His efficient APM, I don't know what the E stands for. This is the real APM. This is with spam 371. All actions 220. So let's go into other games and let's see. Let's go. I have a lot of Stefano games. I think I have a Stefano versus Idra. I have 2 Stefano versus Idra, so we'll look at both those really quick. 161, 167. EAPM is what matters. The spamming APM doesn't. You can see Stefano spamming up to 340. 161, 167. Let's see. Is there any other games? Oh, let's go down here. Let's check this one. See if they still stay around the same. EAPM 193 on that one, 179. So a teamless Zerg player still going high at 221. And let's see who else I have. I know I have Polt. So let's look at Polt Prime. And this is always just something fun to do. I know APM doesn't really matter, but when you get up that high, it is very impressive. So Polt has 146 and Stefano hitting 195, and I think ZVT is like the most APM. Well, actually ZVT will probably have more APM than ZVT, but you generally have a lot of APM in ZVT just because there's a lot of speed link control. More speed link control. Speed links require a lot of APM, so do mutas, so that's why the numbers are generally higher in ZVT. And let's see, who else? Do I have any Nesty games? I do, but that only goes like 239. I guess there's like a 6 pool or something. There's not even queens out. This, yeah, it's not long enough to actually analyze. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that game. I will be uploading the replay with this probably because I know I missed some things, some cute things that he does that you just can't see because there's action always going on at 2 times at once. And I always want to show you the big battle instead of the cutesy stuff going on. And honestly, sometimes I miss the cutesy stuff going on, but I can normally tell just looking at the unit. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Take care.